How not to be overwhelmed by a narcissist. Dealing with a narcissist can be emotionally exhausting and challenging, especially when their behaviors and attitudes dominate your interactions. Narcissists often require excessive attention, admiration, and validation, and they can become manipulative when they feel their needs are not being met. If you're in a relationship with a narcissist, whether it's a romantic partner, family member, or coworker, it's important to know how to protect yourself from being overwhelmed. Here's how to maintain your emotional well-being and avoid becoming overwhelmed by a narcissist's behavior. 1. Establish strong boundaries. One of the most important steps in dealing with a narcissist is setting clear, firm boundaries. Narcissists have a tendency to push limits and disregard others' needs, so it's crucial to establish what is acceptable and what is not. Boundaries help protect your emotional energy and prevent the narcissist from taking advantage of your kindness or flexibility. For example, if a narcissist is making unreasonable demands on your time or energy, clearly say no or explain your limits. "I'm unable to do this right now because I need to focus on my responsibilities" is a straightforward and firm way to assert your boundaries without confrontation. Narcissists may push back, but maintaining your boundaries consistently will gradually teach them that their behavior will not go unchecked. 2. Avoid engaging in power struggles. Narcissists thrive on conflict and control. They often engage in power struggles, seeking to be the dominant party in any interaction. Engaging in these struggles will only exhaust you and feed into the narcissist's need for control. They will twist conversations, deflect blame, and seek to win at all costs. To avoid being overwhelmed by this dynamic, it's important to disengage. When a narcissist starts a power struggle, the best course of action is to stay calm, remain neutral, and avoid getting pulled into the argument. You can calmly say, "I don't want to argue," or "let's talk about this when we're both calm." Not engaging in the power struggle allows you to retain control over your emotions and energy. 3. Recognize manipulation tactics and protect yourself. Narcissists often use manipulation to get what they want. They may use guilt, gaslighting, or emotional blackmail to control or influence your actions. Gaslighting, in particular, is when a narcissist tries to make you doubt your reality or perception, leaving you confused and unsure of yourself. Recognizing these tactics is crucial in maintaining your sense of self and not being overwhelmed by their manipulations. To protect yourself, trust your instincts and stay grounded in your reality. If a narcissist tries to manipulate you, acknowledge their behavior without letting it dictate your emotions. If they make you feel guilty, take a step back and ask yourself if their demands are reasonable or fair. You are allowed to say no and assert your own needs without feeling guilty. 4. Practice emotional detachment. One of the most effective ways to avoid being overwhelmed by a narcissist is to practice emotional detachment. Narcissists often seek to control others by triggering intense emotional reactions. They may manipulate your emotions to make you feel insecure, angry, or anxious, which can lead you to react impulsively. By emotionally detaching, you create a buffer between yourself and the narcissist's behavior. You don't allow their actions or words to dictate your emotional state. To practice emotional detachment, try to remain calm and composed in their presence. Instead of reacting immediately, take a deep breath, count to 10, or remove yourself from the situation if needed. Detachment doesn't mean you don't care, it means you're protecting yourself from being drawn into their emotional chaos. 5. Don't take it personally. Narcissists often project their insecurities onto others, but it's important to remember that their behavior is about them, not you. Narcissists frequently make everything about themselves, whether they are seeking admiration or blaming others for their shortcomings. When they criticize you, belittle you, or dismiss your feelings, it's a reflection of their own issues, not your worth. Try not to take their negative comments personally. Instead, remind yourself that the narcissist's behavior is rooted in their own insecurities, and it has nothing to do with your value. When you stop internalizing their criticism, it becomes easier to deflect their attacks and maintain your peace of mind. 6. Focus on self-care. Living with or interacting with a narcissist can be draining, so it's essential to prioritize self-care. You need time to recharge and nurture your emotional well-being. Make sure to carve out time for activities that bring you joy, relaxation, and peace. Whether it's exercising, reading, meditating, or spending time with loved ones, self-care is crucial in replenishing your energy and reducing the emotional toll a narcissist can take on you. Additionally, consider seeking professional help, such as therapy, to develop coping strategies and process the emotional effects of being involved with a narcissist. Having a therapist to talk to can help you gain perspective, validate your feelings, and guide you in building healthier boundaries. 7. Know when to walk away. Sometimes, the best way to avoid being overwhelmed by a narcissist is to remove yourself from the situation entirely. Narcissists can be emotionally exhausting, and if they are causing significant harm to your well-being, walking away may be the only solution. Whether it's ending a relationship, distancing yourself from a narcissistic family member, or leaving a toxic workplace, knowing when to walk away is essential for your mental health. While it may be difficult, especially if the narcissist tries to manipulate you into staying, taking this step will allow you to reclaim your peace and emotional energy. If you feel unsafe or constantly drained by their presence, it may be time to make a clean break and focus on your own healing and happiness. Conclusion. Dealing with a narcissist can feel overwhelming, but by setting boundaries, detaching emotionally, and focusing on self-care, you can protect yourself from the emotional turmoil they often cause. Remember that their behavior is about their own insecurities and needs, not a reflection of your worth. By recognizing the signs of narcissism and practicing these strategies, you can take control of your emotional well-being and avoid being consumed by their manipulative tactics. Ultimately, your peace and happiness are in your hands.